ball game.
Tell you what, it was a hard-fought game. I was impressed with how New Orleans dug deep in the second half, and they really played with some mental fortitude and fought through and almost found a breakthrough. But we told our guys that a breakthrough won't be good enough. We got to blast through, and so I really respect how our guys were willing to blast through in the second half and get some separation down the stretch.
Multiple times they made runs, and multiple times you guys were able to answer. I remember at one point, I think they tied it at 62, and within about 5 seconds, hit a three to respond. It was a frequent, both their ability to make a run and yours to respond to it.
Yes, it really came down to defending. You know, in life, you have to have somebody that can take up for you, right? And I'm going to take up for Isaac Haney right here. We have the #1 scoring defense in the conference. #1. Isaac Haney should have been on the all-defensive team. What he did today on Jordan Johnson, he was 1 for 1 from the field. He did it all season long. Okay, the voting has to change. It can't just be coaches voting. Somebody else, SIDs, presidents, or ADs. It has to change. It can't be political. It's got to go to the team that has the scoring defense. It's got to go to the guys that's landing on the line. And we got to pay attention and watch film and watch games. It can't be that everybody has to scout and watch games. This young man held almost one of the second leading scorers in the conference, if not close to it. This is the leading scorer in the conference. Held him to 1 for 1 from the field. That's to be commended, and he did it all season long. And the way I was raised, you're just as guilty if you don't stand up for a person. I was raised, if you quiet, you guilty.
Well, let's hear from you then, Isaac. What are your thoughts on today's game and your performance?
Shoot, I got a great supporting staff around me, and anything special that I do besides listen to coaching staff does the heavy lifting, watches the film for me, sits me down. I'm just a guy that's willing to listen and do what's asking me. And the team around me, they do exactly what's asked of them, helping. You know, you see a guy like Johnson keeping him off the three-point line. That was the MO, but he still, you know, is not able to back cut and come off those screens because I got amazing teammates around me.
DeMarcus, 31 points, 9 assists, another great offensive performance. Your thoughts on your performance today and the teams as well?
I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it without my teammates. I mean, first, I want to just thank my teammates, you know, from everything we done been through. I mean, like we said in the locker room, we got one more. I mean, I'm not even happy about my performance. I mean, the coach tells me to do what I do, you know, every practice, and I just go out and do it. I really don't, you know, even try to, you know, thank myself for my performance. I just thank Isaac, you know, Jamonte, all my teammates.
Open the questions from.
Coach, in this first year, there's been, I'm sure, a lot of lessons learned, but there hasn't been a first postseason game as a head coach for you until tonight. What did you learn about yourself tonight?
Well, these guys, okay, they make me a better coach than what I am. The staff, they make me better than what I am. The support staff, they make me better than what I am. You know, and you have to have people in your life like that. You know, you got to have people in your life that's smarter than you. You got to have people in your life that's better than you, and you can't be insecure about surrounding yourself with those type people. I also want to commend DeMarcus on just being an unbelievable leader. Even though we asked him to score a great deal, he still had 9 assists. You know, it just shows you that he knows how to play the right way, and he lets the game come to him. Like, I'm so proud of these guys, and even the guys that didn't play in the game, I'm proud of them. Just the energy, effort, enthusiasm they had on the bench. And then we had some other guys I want to commend defensively. Hanson Emmanuel was great defensively. The way that he deflects shots, the way he alters shots and defends. You know, Greedy Williams was unbelievable defensively. And then how about the shot of Amarion McDonald? I mean, how about that big-time shot for a sophomore? That was huge, you know. And then Jamonte Black, you know, he's just smooth and cruising as he always does. Just lets the game come to him, plays the right way, and never gets rattled. And there's so many other guys I could mention. How about the other freshman, Jalen Hampton? Dadgummit, man. You know, Big Wilmore comes in and get a couple big rebounds. It's just the whole team. Dane Prim came in, and we got a work phrase we use, assignment correct. He was assignment correct today. And guys, we always say we don't want 2 new plays this time of year. We want 2 new what?
Players.
2 new players. Okay? And the 2 new players came from our roster because they stepped up and they did the little things for us. All right? And so to answer your question, I'm just grateful to have all the greatness around me that makes me look a lot better than what I really am.
And I know you two love to talk about everybody by yourself, so I'll let you. Jamonte, getting him going early, what did that do for you guys?
I mean, it did everything. It did a lot for us. I mean, it shows every game. He does it every game. I mean, once we get Jamonte going, everything else falls in place for us. And I just want to commend Jamonte because Jamonte do all the little things. Even when he's not scoring the ball, he defends the ball very well. And that's what, a lot of guys that, don't see, which he should have been on all defensive team as well. We can't just leave Jamonte out. He should have been on all defensive team as well.
And then whoever wants to answer it, all three of you could if you want. But how does it feel? You got the first one out of the way. One more to go tomorrow to try to punch your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
It feel real good. I mean, we was this close when we were at Missouri State, and now we're in the same position. And I mean, we ready. It's just one more away, and we can't speak on what we're gonna do, but I just know we're gonna come to play.
What better way would it be? It's like, I mean, obviously you played got the W, but you got a rematch with Corpus. Everybody probably knew this was gonna happen. So just the thoughts on that going into tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna take the lead on that one. Like I tell you, we have some faithful people in the city of Natchez. Faithful. I mean faithful. And from day one, they pushed the wagon. They didn't try to jump on. They didn't try to jump on the wagon once we got some momentum. We had some faithful people that pushed the wagon from day one. They pushed it. They pushed it hard, and it helped us get some momentum. We have student body, the band, the spirit groups. They pushed the wagon from day one. They didn't jump on it after we got some momentum. They didn't jump on it after we beat TCU at TCU. They were pushing it before then. They were pushing it in the summer, in June and July when we're out there. These guys have done over 1,000 hours of community service. It has to be an NCAA record. I want them to get some kind of award or merit for it. It's got to be out there somewhere. They've done over 1,000 hours. We got it documented of community service. Like people have pushed this wagon, but they have served the community, and the community has served back. And so we want this for the city of Natchez. Natchez is known as the city of lights. We want to make it brighter.
Coach, you mentioned Isaac's defense on Jordan Johnson, which was remarkable. To hold him just for one field goal attempt is simply incredible, to put it politely. How did you go about formulating a game plan for someone who has recently been one of the top scorers in the league?
Like I said before, these guys make me better than what I am. Yeah, me and the coaching staff, we have great defensive coordinator in Rodney Hamilton. Big ups to him. Tim Ward, personnel defensive coordinator. Those guys do a fantastic job. My offensive coordinators, they do a fantastic job. Tony Holiday and Jimmy Lincoln. But defensively, we have a term we use, assignment correct. All these guys were assignment correct. Isaac Haney did a great job of being assignment correct and paying attention to detail on the one-on-one coverage. But these guys did a great job of fanning around him and plugging, as we use the term. So it's a collective effort of being able to do it. You can't do it by yourself. But if you were to ask Isaac Haney, he probably would give his teammates the credit. That's how we get down around here. We postpone immediate gratification for the betterment of the group, and that's just how we serve each other.
Haney, let's talk about your big shot there, because it wasn't just Demarion. You had a big one. Jamonte had a big one. To chase Jordan around, you're running through screens, you're chasing through. Big moment for you. How'd you save those legs?
A lot of credit goes to Sam. He does a great job, over the summer, just making sure that I got a base. And then he studies his craft so well. He knows exactly how to make sure that I got enough pop to, have what I need in my legs to be athletic, but also saving them so in season I'm not dead. Zach, another guy, our AT, he just makes sure that we do rehab and prehab religiously. And, as it's going on, you might just want to get away from those guys, but they're so persistent, and they, disregard my feelings to make sure that when that moment comes, I can make that shot.
You got the jerseys picked out yet for tomorrow? Do we know what we're wearing?
I think we're black.
I think we're black tomorrow.